Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
I'm used up, growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth, but hiding all the lies. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Let's look in the kitchen and the living room. Nothing to find but what's left from a really great time that wasn't any of mine. Running away feels like a storm. Let's throw our problems out the door today. Well, I'm finding things clear to me. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I got other things on my mind, not you or anyone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa, make me see the things on the inside. 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 Don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa,
She asked me maybe if I could share her sorrow for all the men that tried to treat her wrong. You're just a baby awaiting her tomorrow. It's rock me baby all night long. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, you would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can. Everybody else, you know, it fills her with compassion. That's why she tries to save the world alone. She helps the needy in her own fashion and tries to give them all her own. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, we would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can.
All I want is to be loved. All I want is you. All I want is to be from somewhere, an address for me and you. Sometimes it feels impossible to get along. It feels impossible to get along. Again, I'm living with my hand. Again, I'm feeling blue. Again, you've made me question our love. Again, with you, sometimes it feels impossible to get along. Yeah, it feels impossible to get along. Sometimes it feels impossible. So now I sit alone in silence, waiting to hear from you. I pray there's something left inside us. If it's broken, I've got some glue. I'll fix it all for you. Fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. It all for you. But it feels impossible to.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be joining us today. I'm your host, Jeff Ascow. We got a jam-packed show for you guys today. We're going to love it. You're listening to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com. Also on HonestAnswerRadio.com, as well as Spreaker.com. Please follow us on Twitter over there at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. There's no O in world over there on Twitter, so it's Sports World Radio without the O over there in world on Twitter. Like us on our Facebook page over there at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Excuse me. You can like us over there on our Facebook page. And don't forget, if you're hanging out at SportsWorldRadio.com listening to the show and you want to become part of the show and got a question and you have Skype, you can reach us at the little button there in the top left-hand corner that says Call Now, and you will be connected to us via Skype if you have a sports question, if you have Skype. With all that out of the way, one more thing. I'm sorry. I almost forget this all the time. You can subscribe to our iTunes channel. Head on over to iTunes and just type in Sports World Radio, all one word, and you'll be connected and never miss one of our Sports World Radio shows or whatever show we're doing here at Sports World Radio. Now, with all that being said and out the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in the co-host of Sports World Radio, the rat bastard himself, the update man, Sean Mann. How's it going there, my friend?
I'm doing good, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Friday, January 24th, 2014. It is 7:08 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 4:08 p.m. on the West. Doing good.
Doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, pal. I'm glad you're doing good. You know something. I'm glad you're doing good. What's the weather like up there, my friend?
Cold and cloudy, kind of like overcast. Probably would say in the 40s, though, but it's cool out here.
40s? That's better than what you've been having, isn't it?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so? You live there, you rat bastard.
Yeah, but we have had no snow, really. Pretty much a mild winter, pretty much. And here we are getting through the month of January.
That's nice, right, though? That's nice, right?
Yep. How's the weather in San Diego?
Cloudy today. Look, for a Friday, starting off the weekend, and there's no sun. It's cloudy, but it's nice. It's 70, 75 degrees. It's nice. It's just cloudy. That's all it is. But it's beautiful. I mean, I could deal with this. As long as it don't rain, I got no problem. And believe me, we need the rain, man. We're in a major drought out here. We need the freaking rain. But that's neither here nor there. What do you say we get right into the show, my friend?
You bet.
What's the first topic of the day that you're going to throw at us here at Sports World Radio? Come on, bring it, bring it.
The first topic of the day that we get to was something that you sent to me today. We're going to start with the Dallas Cowboys. As Jerry Jones knows, he says one thing: I believe I can turn this team around.
Yeah,
I believe I can get this team to the Super Bowl. But the fan base with the Cowboy fans, not very pleasant.
We all know how much I love the Dallas Cowboys, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, hey, you want to know something? Here's a great stat that was in that article. And when I saw that stat, I had to write that son of a bitch down so I would never, ever forget it. Since 1997, the Dallas Cowboys 236 and 236 with one playoff win. Do you know why I say since 1997?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's a bad record and the Cowboys are...
Well, that's the particular... Sean, that's the particular year, 1997.
Yeah.
That Jerry Jones took over as the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys. That's the particular year he actually took over as the Cowboys general manager in 1997. His record is 236 and 236 with one playoff win. That's disgusting.
And like you've said all along, from the past shows, even going back to last month or the last few months, with Jerry Jones saying that he's done a great job as owner, president, and general manager of the team. Yeah, right. If I'm Jerry Jones, you find a new, like you said, new general manager, new direction. You find yourself a new quarterback because of Romo. And look at this. Tony Romo is only, 14 and 21 in the month of December.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Drives me nuts.
And then... And you know why I turned off ESPN and all the sports channels? Because all of the media was centered on Dallas and the Cowboys, and everybody was saying, would this finally be the time that they'd get to the playoffs and do some stuff? And apparently that didn't happen, and then they lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's 4 times, actually, the Cowboys have lost on the final day. 08, 2011, 2012, and 2013. Those are also some important stats, too.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere in that article, it does say that he's not changing anything this year. He's leaving everything status quo, right?
Yeah.
It says somewhere in that article that they were this bad because of all their defensive injuries.
Correct.
Okay, I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That I can understand. And somewhere in the article, it does say that Jerry Jones does say that everything as the owner goes through him anyway, so why not be the general manager, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to know why not to be the general manager? How about how about having somebody else's opinion and somebody else's eyes? A different set of eyes on the situation. Instead of the same old set of eyes and the same old stinking opinion. Maybe, huh? Maybe look at it from somebody else's standpoint instead of your own. That's what I got to say about that opinion that you have, Mr. Jerry Jones. So they're going to pretty much stay status quo. They ain't changing crap. But after the record they had last year at 8-8, they went ballistic and changed. This year, they're not doing nothing. I don't get it. Same record, the same record, you lost the same way as you did, and you're not changing crap. I like this. It says in notes and quotes at the bottom of the article, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has no intention of firing Jerry Jones, the general manager. Well, I happen to think that's wrong.
I think it would be wrong, too, because no progress is being made. And with Dallas missing the playoffs not once, not twice, but 3 times, you have to look at the fact that the fan base is getting out of order very quickly. And people in Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, and Cowboy fans all over the country and world are very disgusted with this. And this has been absolute heartbreak. Think about it. The Giants, they lose 31-14. Redskins, they lose 28-18. And then they lose 24-22 against Philadelphia. And I called it a week before when we did shows back a couple weeks ago. that Dallas was going to lose with Kyle Orton as their quarterback, and he was awful against the Eagles, and especially they had a chance to win that. But even if Dallas would have gotten there, I don't think their chances would have been good.
Here's a great way to say it, okay? Here's a great way to say it. Hey, Jerry Jones, you've been doing it your way for 17 years, and where has it gotten you?
It's got him nowhere.
Exactly.
It's got, 2 playoff wins.
Exactly. You've been hemming and hawing, and I'm going to do it. You've been doing it your way for 17 years, and it's gotten you exactly what? 2 playoff wins, 1 playoff win in 17 years? How about maybe bringing in somebody else who's got some other ideas and maybe going that way to help you get out of this rut that you're in? Have you ever thought of that?
Yeah. Have you ever thought of that and realized how disastrous it has been? Think about all the coaching moves the Cowboys have made. From Barry Switzer to Chan Gailey to Dave Campo to Bill Parcells, Wade Phillips, and now Jason Garrett. The list goes on. And I'm telling you, if you're going to stick with Jason Garrett and it takes you another season where you lose on the final night of 2014, that's 4 straight. And then it's like, well, that's it for Jason Garrett. So I say 1 more year and then he's done.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it whatsoever. I'm completely dumbfounded on the whole situation. I really am. Let's move on to another topic, though. Go ahead.
Another one that you were talking about was the team report of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders that you were talking about.
Well, it wasn't just the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. There was this low. It's pretty freaking wacky that it's shockingly low salaries for professional cheerleaders is the article that I actually sent you.
Yep.
And do you know that the let me see here. The Raiderettes cheerleaders make $1,250 a year, or less than $5 an hour. Okay. The San Diego Chargers cheerleaders get $75 for each game, along with 2 tickets and 1 parking pass. The Baltimore Ravens cheerleaders make $100 for each of the 10 mandatory performances at home games. That includes showing up 5 hours before the game starts, practicing twice a week for 3 hours from April through July, and participating in training camp each June. That's nuts, man. That's freaking crazy. You get paid practically crap. You know? What kind of crap is that? They do so much and they get paid $75 a game, $100 for 10 appearances. $100 each makes $100 for each of the 10 appearances. So they make $10 for appearance.
Pretty crazy if you ask me, because it's not enough, but it can be a lot of fun to do it.
That's
but
ridiculous, man.
For the cheerleaders, it's like, you can't be doing it forever because that salary is just really going to get you
hours and hours and hours and hours of freaking practice. That's ridiculous, man. Who the hell wants to be a freaking cheerleader and get paid that? That's ridiculous. They should pay him a freaking salary.
Very true.
They should pay him a freaking salary. I mean, why not? I mean, the NFL should pay him a salary. You know?
NFL or something.
You know, it's freaking ridiculous. All right, what's the next topic?
The next one we get to was the Greg Maddux. He's goes into the Hall of Fame without a logo, the Braves or Cubs, on his
What do you
plaque.
think about that? What do you think about that? Max going in with no logo on his helmet because he couldn't decide. He couldn't decide which team because he loves the Braves and the Cubs so much, so he's not going in with any logo on his helmet at all.
I think, in my opinion, I can agree with him. He liked what he did in Atlanta. He won a World Series championship in '95. He turned Chicago around. The Cubs were one of those tough teams, and yeah.
He spent 10 years for Chicago, won 1 Cy Young, spent 11 years with Atlanta, won 3 Cy Youngs in a World Series. Tom Glavine and Bobby Cox are both going in as Braves. He says Greg Maddux will not have a logo in Hall of Fame. He's glad about it. For me, he couldn't pick. He couldn't pick. Both places meant so much to him. Kind of wacky, huh? That is kind of wacky. So, but Bobby Cox and Tommy Glavine are going to go in as Braves. Tommy LaRusso is also going in without a logo on his helmet as well, because he was with several teams. I personally think he should go as a St. Louis Cardinal because he won 2 World Series as a Cardinal manager, correct?
Yeah.
I personally think he should go in as a Cardinal. But
yeah, for Tony La Russa, that's a really tough choice because with him, he did a great job not only with the Cardinals, but keep in mind, he did win a World Series with the Oakland Athletics.
Yeah, but he only won 1 with the Athletics. Yeah. He won 2 with the Cardinals.
I get what you're saying. You go with most championships.
How many years? How many years was he with the A's?
See, won a World Series in 1989. I think it was like from the late 80s to like the mid 90s.
And how long?
Because he was with the Cardinals for a long time.
Yeah, those are the only 2 teams he managed, right? Oh no, and who else? No, those are the only 2 teams he managed, right?
Yeah.
The Cardinals and the A's, right?
Right.
Why can't he go in and put a split cap on their head?
Yeah.
Why can't the Major League Baseball do that? Do a split cap. You know?
Yep.
Because if you do a split cap, then Maddux would go Cubs, Braves, and he can go Cardinals, A's. Why can't they do that? Huh?
I don't know. It's really... this is a really good topic and a really good story because pitchers or anybody who's really famous for a baseball player kind of realizes, well, maybe we just feel like we don't want to go ahead with having the team logo on the plaque.
If I remember correctly, reading another article, I think there was 14 or 17 other players in the Hall of Fame do not have a logo on their cap.
Yeah.
He should go in. Well, he also was with the White Sox too, La Russa. But he didn't win a World Series. See, that's crazy. They should split the cap, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
They should split the cap. They really should. And then you can do half and half and boom, bang, boom. You know? That's the way it should go. What the hell, man? What the hell? Why can't you split the cap? Hey, on another baseball note, Robin Ventura, manager of the White Sox, just signed a multi-year deal. No disclosure values or anything, but he signed a multi-year extension, so he's going to be with the White Sox for a while. That's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So
it is kind of interesting because then the White Sox, they're trying to figure out what's the best alternative, what's the best route to go, and can Ventura be the guy that can turn the White Sox around? Remember, they had a disastrous season last year. Didn't play very well.
No, they didn't play very well, and hopefully they'll play better this year. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know?
Yep.
All right, what's the next topic you got for me?
Next one we get to, we go back to Super Bowl. You're talking about the weather conditions here. The Super Bowl, they're expecting it to be a 30% chance of snow, and a lot of people are saying they would like to see a blizzard with the Super Bowl coming up a week from this Sunday.
Damn Skippy, we would. That's right. But I don't want it to snow until Sunday, like a couple of minutes right after kickoff, because then they got to keep going. You can't stop the game. Once the game starts, they're not going to stop it for snow.
According to weather.com, the February 2nd forecast for East Rutherford, New Jersey calls for a high temperature of 35 degrees, a low of 25, and just like again, 35, actually a 30% chance of snow.
30%. We need to bump that up to 120%.
Winds are expected to be at 8 miles per hour.
How can they predict something that's coming down the pike in a week during the weather? Tell me 8 miles an hour. Now, I want you to remember that you said that. It's Friday, right?
Right.
It's a week and 3 days before the freaking event, right?
Yep.
Okay, I want you to remember 8 miles an hour they're predicting. Wind? Remember that shit. Because if they say during the game the wind are 25 miles an hour with gusts of 45 miles an hour, we need to laugh. Because these weather people don't know what the hell they're doing. If they say there's no wind, then we got a little bit of a problem. Because obviously they can. How do you see wind?
I don't know.
You know, wind. How do you see a wind 9 days in advance? 10 days. That's crap. The hell out of here.
It is. It's crap, and you can't be predicting it soon. And it's just for Friday. I wonder what it'll be like for next weekend. Probably a big change. We'll have to definitely follow the weather as next week comes for the last week of January.
I want a meteorologist on the show. I want a meteorologist to explain to me how you can see wind 10 to 11 days in advance.
Yeah, get somebody from the Weather Channel. They would probably know that.
I should. You know who invented the Weather Channel, right?
No.
You don't know who invented the Weather Channel?
No, I'd have to do some research on that.
You don't have to do some research on it. I know who invented the Weather Channel. You know why I know who invented the Weather Channel?
Why?
Because the gentleman actually who invented the Weather Channel lives out here in San Diego, California, and still doing the weather on a mediocre a mediocre news station. How about that?
Yep.
How about that? Huh?
Yep.
Ain't that bananas?
That is true.
Right.
And nuts.
John Coleman is the gentleman's name.
John Coleman.
John Coleman is the gentleman's name. That's right. That's right. We had a Coleman pass away out here. You know that, right?
Yep.
Mr. Jerry Coleman just passed away. They did a big, huge thing for him last Saturday at Petco Park. Big memorial service last Saturday at Petco Park. You know who was there?
Who?
Joe Torre.
Oh.
Joe Torre was there, man, because he knew, he knew Jerry, It was really, 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 really good. And you want to know what was really good about it?
Who?
They streamed it live on SanDiegoPadres.com. So, and it was on at 11:30 Saturday morning. It was great because me and my sister were gonna go, but we didn't want to deal with all the crowds. You know how many people went to the memorial service at Petco Park for Jerry Coleman, the San Diego Padres broadcaster?
How many?
They had over 5,000 people.
Jeez.
That's just fans. They almost filled the whole lower deck, the whole field level, with just nothing but fans. That's crazy. That's fantastic. I watched it on my computer. They streamed the whole thing. It was great. Dick Enberg hosted it. It was great, man. It was fantabulous. If you're a Jerry Coleman fan or a broadcasting fan or a broadcaster or heard of Jerry Coleman or listened to Jerry Coleman broadcast, Sean, you should go and see that. SanDiegoPadres.com, you could probably find it at. It was just fantastic. You should watch it. It's only about an hour long, Sean. It's fantastic. If you're a sports fan, baseball fan, you should go and watch it. A lot of great baseball people were there. Joe Torre was there. Ted Leitner was there. Dick Enberg was there. A lot of great people were there. What were you going to say, Sean? Go ahead.
I was going to say that another statistical fact, the coldest temperature for a Super Bowl was 39 degrees at Tulane Stadium in New Orleans on January 16th, 1972.
Hey, what was the weather when Peyton played in the Super Bowl in the rain? Remember that one?
That was against
in
the
Miami.
Chicago Bears, and that was in February of 2007. I remember it was...
that was in Miami, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was like 60s or 70s. I can't
and
really
it was
recall.
raining, right? And it was raining, right?
Yeah, and they beat Chicago 29 to 17,
That's
and
the
it was
only-
just pouring rain in Miami.
Right. That's the only Super Bowl that he won, correct? Because he only has one, correct?
Yep, he has one, and he lost the other one against the New Orleans Saints.
Right. 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 Now, there was an article that came out the other day. I wish I could find it. I have it somewhere around here. I have to find it. There's an article that came out the other day that listed the top five quarterbacks. Where is it? Yeah, top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Okay? Since the Super Bowl is coming. Okay? Since the Super Bowl is coming, I've decided, I don't even think I told Sean yet, I've decided I want you to put together your top 5 quarterbacks of all time and your top 10 as well. So I want a actually, you know what? Just do your top 10, which will give you your top 5. How about that?
Top 10 for quarterbacks?
Yeah, top 10 quarterbacks of all time. Of all time. Of all time. Because there's people there that think Peyton Manning should be number 1. I can almost guarantee you that Sean Mann will not have Peyton Manning as number 1. Okay?
Probably he'll be in the list, but probably it'll be in a different number category.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sean, you cannot put Tom Brady as your number 1 quarterback.
Oh, no!
You cannot do it.
That's so unfair.
Because he's not. He's not. And that's you being biased. So you cannot do it.
Jeez.
Because he's not.
But can I still put him on the list without putting him at number 1?
Yes, you can.
All right.
You bet.
Right.
You could put him on the list. You bet you can. But you can't put him number 1 because that's you being a homer. I don't want you to do it from the homer point of view. I want you to do it from a sports fan point of view, Sean.
Okay.
Okay? Just like I'm doing mine. And that's for everybody else. Don't do it from your team, favorite team quarterback, number 1. Boom. Don't do that. That's cheating. Do it from a sports fan point of view. Okay? You got me?
Yep.
Where do I have? I have my list made already. Okay? And you people are going to be shocked where you find Manning on my list. I'm serious. In fact, I could do top 15. Okay? Now, Sean, remember, this is of all time, Sean. Not since just you've been alive. All time, buddy. You got me?
Okay, I gotcha.
Not just since you've been alive. That's why I say there's no way Tom Brady's number 1. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Okay, I gotcha.
Of all time. So you got to go back to freaking way back, all time.
Good, even quarterbacks before I came to the world.
Correct. I have one on there. Did you see John? Did you? I can't give it away because then you'll know. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Did you get a chance to see Dan Fouts play, or Fran Tarkington play, or Warren Moon play?
I got a chance to see Warren Moon play, but I never watched Dan Fouts play, or Terry Bradshaw, or Joe. Joe Montana was back when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs,
right?
Not very much with the 49ers.
Or Roger Staubach, or Danny White, or any of those guys, right? Or Terry Bradshaw. You never saw any of those guys play, correct?
Or Art Star, Joe Namath.
Correct. You never saw any of those guys play, right?
Nope.
Of all time, dude. All those guys are included. Of all time. You get me?
Yep.
Okay. That's how I want the list. All right? And that's for everybody else, too. And we're going to do that. We're going to probably do that Super Bowl show, which is going to be the Saturday before the Super Bowl. We're going to have a very busy show on Saturday because I got a really great show planned. I'm producing that show. It's going to be a really great show. So you got a week to get all that ready, and we'll announce it every day next week that we're doing that so everybody can get that all set up. And I got some other things planned for Super Bowl show the day before the Super Bowl. All right, what do you say we get to the update, brother?
Yeah, we are running behind, aren't we?
That's right. This update is brought to you by KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. Get all your Keurig Coffee Machine products at KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. Need a new coffee maker? Need some coffee products? Head on over to KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. That's KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the only update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, everybody. Welcome to the bottom of the hour. We're running a little bit late here. 7:35 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 4:35 p.m. on the West. In the NBA, after one quarter of play, the Philadelphia 76ers, they lead 28-27 against the Toronto Raptors. In the first quarter down in Orlando, Florida, after one quarter of play, it's 32-28, the LA Lakers over the Orlando Magic. Here are the other games we got coming up tonight for the NBA on this Friday night. The San Antonio Spurs at the Atlanta Hawks. The Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Boston Celtics. The Dallas Mavericks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Pelicans at the Detroit Pistons. Charlotte Bobcats at the New York Knicks. Los Angeles Clippers at the Chicago Bulls. Memphis Grizzlies against the Houston Rockets. Washington Wizards taking on the Phoenix Suns. The best team in basketball, the Indiana Pacers at the Sacramento Kings. The Minnesota Timberwolves at the Golden State Warriors. This concludes Friday's games for the NBA. In the NHL, the New Jersey Devils, they have a 0-0 lead with 3 minutes and 5 seconds in the first period. The Ottawa Senators Carolina Hurricanes game has been postponed, and the reason it has been postponed is because of weather conditions, I believe. Montreal Canadiens, they're taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Colorado Avalanche taking on the Florida Panthers. Nashville Predators against the Flames. And finally, the Phoenix Coyotes taking on the Edmonton Oilers. In the NFL, some news stories, headlines. We have here, the NFL is saying there's a 30% chance of snow for the Super Bowl, which will be a week from this Sunday. Also on Sunday, it will be the Pro Bowl game in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Big freaking deal.
As players from the AFC and players of the NFC play against each other, and it's just a game for fun, but I know really nobody plans on watching it.
Did you watch that stupid thing that they did with the draft pick for the All-Star game, the Pro Bowl? Did you watch that?
I don't watch, and I really don't care. As for Sherman, the guy who's been getting a big headline, Richard Sherman was fined $7,875 for sportsmanlike conduct, taunting in the final minute of the NFC Championship game against San Francisco. Update, Sports World Radio. I'm Sean Man. Now back to the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff Escow.
That update was brought to you by KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. For all your Keurig Coffee Machine products, head on over to KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. That's KeuregCoffeeMachines.com. Okay, so what I was just saying about that, Sean, did they have a Pro Bowl draft with Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice as the captains or the managers of the team? They eliminated the AFC and the NFC. Now they're doing this draft thing. Didn't they do that? Did I see that right?
Yeah, they always have some kind of draft, and they always like to play some fun games and stuff before the big Pro Bowl happens on Sunday.
Okay, so they got this Pro Bowl, and it was the first time they're doing this draft thing. They're making a big deal. I didn't even see it. Did they have it on TV?
I didn't see it either. Probably, I don't know. Probably the NFL Network would have it.
See, that's the problem right there. You're probably right. They probably put it on the NFL network where people like myself who don't have the NFL can't see it. That's the problem right there, you rat bastards. Unstinking believable. And I'm over here at NFL.com. I didn't even see it anywhere.
Well, I think
Nothing
it's probably
about
because they
it.
say, who cares? Like, who's going to really watch
Well,
the...
from what I understand, they get some great ratings.
Yeah.
They've been getting some really great ratings last couple of years for the Pro Bowl because they moved it to a week before.
Yep.
But I saw somewhere yesterday or the day before where they had this thing, the draft picks and who got picked for what team and all that. Now I'm back over here looking for it. I can't even find it. What kind of crap is this, man?
They're probably like saying, who's going to really watch the Pro Bowl on Sunday?
I'm not
Nobody cares. Let's
watching
just
it.
go to a secret place and have the NFL draft because for the Pro Bowl.
I believe the Knicks and the Lakers are playing Sunday from the Garden. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch that debacle.
I believe you are going to be watching that because that's from now on after the NFL gets over. That's when ABC will start taking over with National Basketball Association television coverage.
Thank God.
And that'll be it for NFL until about August.
Thank God. Then we'll have nothing but basketball on now until baseball starts.
Yeah, March Madness too. That'll be coming up in a few months.
Oh, I think I found it. Team Rice for Sanders. I think that's what they're calling it. Team Rice versus Team Sanders. I got to see this here.
The NFL Network would have it because it's Deion Sanders. I know Deion Sanders actually works for the NFL Network. He's an NFL analyst. I've seen some of his stuff.
Okay, so this is pretty disgusting though. They had like a draft where they sat there and picked players.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. What is this? Who is this? What the hell is this crap here? Which team is better? I don't know. Which team is which? Okay, so this is the what the hell is going on here? This is the AFC and the NFC? No. I don't see what's going on here. I don't like this. What I'm seeing here. Whatever. But they had like a draft and it's pretty disgusting. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what
they have like, and probably the NFL Network got it all because I didn't see it on ESPN.
I didn't see it on ESPN. I didn't see it on anywhere, man.
NFL Network, it makes sense because think about it. They do play a lot of the games on NFL Network starting on Thursday, which I still think they need to get rid of.
Yeah, they got to stop doing that. What's your next topic?
The next one we get to, we stay in the NFL. Sherman, who made the headlines this week, got the huge fine. He got slapped with a $7,875 fine for taunting the 49ers. Your take, Jeff.
For taunting the 49ers, for what? Saying we're a better team and we won? Ha, 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 you guys lost?
For unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting in the final minute.
Did he get a flag for it?
Yeah, he got a flag for it, but the NFL fined him today.
He don't give a crap, I guess.
Well, we've talked about that you and I have agreed about is about how he refused to answer Andrews' question.
I don't think he refused to answer it. I don't think he heard it, and I think he had an agenda, and I think that was the wrong place to do it. If he would have just answered the question, went off, and then did what he did in the press conference in the post game, then he would have been fine.
How would you feel if that had happened to you, Jeff?
What?
If you were the reporter and you're asking Richard Sherman the question on what was his feelings about going to the Super Bowl,
I would have probably never said the second thing that she said. Who are you talking about? I probably just would have stopped the interview right there because the guy's not listening anyway. Why keep going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and he's apologized and all that and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
It was NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell already had shared his displeasure with Sherman's rant. He goes, quote, No, I'm not cheering for that, Goodell said on, quote, CBS on Thursday, referring to comments Sherman made. He goes, Sherman is a great young man. He's extremely well-spoken, doing great things off the field, obviously a great player on the field. I want him to present himself in the best possible way and make sure that he is reflecting on himself and his family in a positive way.
You just got caught up in the moment, man. You just got caught up in the moment.
And I'm glad Pete Carroll is addressing this too. You know very well that he will address it with Sherman and say, look, you can't be doing that during the Super Bowl, win or lose. You have got to be showing some class.
He got caught up in the moment, and he shouldn't have. He should have waited.
Yep.
Hey, you remember the other day we talked about former Cowboys player Josh Brent?
Yeah.
Who was waiting?
I got an article on him, or a story.
Yeah, he was awaiting sentence and stuff. Well, it finally came down today.
He will be serving 180 days in jail and 10 years of probation for a drunken car crash that killed his friend and teammate, Jerry Brown.
How about that? He was also fined. Let me see. Brent was convicted Wednesday of intoxication manslaughter for the December 12th crash on a suburban Dallas highway that killed Brown, who was a passenger in Brent's car. Brent could have been sentenced to up to 20 years in prison. He was also fined $10,000. So he's fined $10,000, got 180 days in jail and 10 years probation.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty crazy, huh?
Yep.
180 days in jail. What is that? 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6 months?
Yep.
6 months in jail and 10 years of probation. Wow. That's all he got. And to fine $10,000. Whew. Boy, did he get lucky, didn't he? Didn't he? Who's the rat best?
Oh, I thought about Sherman because of his refusal to answer Aaron Andrews' question at the end of the game.
Hey, look who's in the house. What's up, Wes? You gonna go with Sherman?
Yeah, I thought that'd be okay with you, Rick Sherman.
Rick Sherman, huh? Yeah, I kind of like that because it was all, he just lost it there for a second. And I know it's not so much that he didn't listen to the question. He already had an agenda. It didn't matter what the person asked him. He knew what he was. Didn't matter what the person asked him. He was going to say what he was going to say anyway. She could have asked him what you have for dinner, and he would have said the same thing.
So that concludes the Rat Bastard of the Week. And of course, next week we'll give out our votes for the month of January. So I got all
we got
the
some
Rat Bastard
doozies.
candidates, and we got some good ones. Wes, I know you're on the list. You're probably still upset because he hasn't gotten over the Steelers.
No, because the Steelers aren't playing in the Super Bowl, so he's pissed.
He's still upset about it. He still says, I know more than Jeff Eskow. I know more about football, about the 3 inches.
Hey, Wes, I got an idea. Bend over, shut up, and don't touch me.
At least Jeff and I were not in this house. I know Wes would be not saying, he goes, well, don't you agree with me that the Steelers should be in the playoffs?
Nope. Not one bit. Just like I don't believe the Giants should have been in the playoffs. Hey, where is that game being played at now?
He says, I'm still PO'd.
I know he is. I know he is. Of course he is.
I've been picking on him about his Penguins. He thinks the Penguins actually have a shot in hockey, but we'll see about that.
Oh, here we go. Now it's going to begin.
He says we got robbed, we got screwed.
I know, he's still
My Steelers
pissed
should
off.
be in the playoffs
Yeah,
and
I know.
the Super Bowl.
He's still pissed off about that crap, man.
Yeah, and he says he knows more about football than you.
Yeah, turn around. Hey, you know what I say about that? Bend over, shut up, and don't touch me. That's what I say about that. What's your next topic? What do you got for me?
Okay, the next one we got is, let's talk about the NFL. let's see, the police are detailing something which is called rape allegations against Sharper. How about that one?
Sharper.
Darren Sharper has not been arrested or charged for the alleged crime, and the case remains under investigation.
Oh, God.
According to the New Orleans Police Department report, an unnamed woman alleged that Sharper raped her on the morning of September 23rd after they met at a bar, and he took her to his apartment in the Central Business District.
Just trying to make some money. Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm not going to say anything about it because I haven't read in articles or anything, so I'm not going to mention because I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth. How about Patine being hired as the Browns head coach?
That was interesting, and
I was shocked.
I saw some of the highlights of his days from the high school days, and he's a very hard coach.
Well, he
Very
was
tough
with
one.
He's been with Buffalo. He was the Buffalo's defensive coordinator last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think he'd been a coordinator also with the Jets a couple times
Yes.
too.
Yeah. I'm not. Who? Who? What the hell? Patine? When I heard that was my first reaction. Who? Patine? Who? What?
Yeah.
Who?
What? It's kind of weird,
Are you
isn't it?
kidding me? You fired whatchamacallit? What's his name? Shiano? Or what? I can never pronounce his
Greg
name.
Schiano.
Greg Schiano for another Patine? What?
Mm-hmm.
You interviewed 10 candidates? And this is who you hire? Holy freaking moly, Batman. Holy freaking moly.
The next one I got is, as you know, it's Friday, and it's our NBA elimination pick.
Yeah, we got to do that, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so who are you getting rid of this week? Give me your first team, buddy.
Eastern Conference, Philadelphia 76ers.
The Philadelphia 76ers. Where are they? There they are. Philadelphia 76ers are gone from Mr. Sean. From Mr. Shawnee. Sean, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm wiping them out, too. I'm taking them history as well. They're gone for me as well. Okay, so who's your next team that you're getting rid of?
Okay, so Jeff has Philadelphia 76ers. The next one I have is from the Western Conference, and I'm going to take out the New Orleans Pelicans.
You're getting rid of the Pelicans, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, they're a crappy team. They are a crappy team. But I am going to go with... Who am I going to take out? I am going to get rid of the Dallas Mavericks.
Ooh, you're taking out Mark Cuban's Mavericks.
Mark Cuban's Mavericks. Sorry, Mark, but I don't think he got it this year. It doesn't look like he can do anything, so I'm taking out the Mavericks.
And you got to keep in mind with Mark Cuban, remember, he had that fine a couple weeks ago against the game against the Clippers when they lost 129 to 127, and Cuban attacked the NBA officials and got fined $100,000. But he says he doesn't mind. He probably says, he goes, it's been a blast with David Stern. I've been fined 20 times as the NBA owner for the Mavericks, so I just wanted to express my opinion.
So, Sean, we have totally eliminated 13 teams so far. Totally eliminated from the playoff picture who we don't think is going to win it at all. The 76ers, the Celtics, the Pistons, the Cavs, the Bulls, the Bucks, the Hawks, the Nuggets, the Suns, the Kings, the Lakers, the Mavericks, and the Grizzlies. Those are the teams we have totally eliminated. We don't think at all are even going to get a sniff getting close to winning an NBA championship. Still many more teams left to have one strike on them. It's going to be very interesting coming down in the weeks ahead. Very interesting. All right, so that's our NBA elimination. What do you got coming for me next?
Wes is still ongoing there.
I know. I have to stop looking at the room, otherwise it'll drive me bananas.
The Detroit Tigers, they have said they will not. They said Justin Verlander is recovering well. He's had surgery on a core muscle.
Surgery on a core muscle. He'll be back, right? He had it early enough, so he should have plenty of time to recover.
And get back for spring training.
Get back for spring training, right? And they have Scherzer anyway, don't they?
Yeah, the Tigers, they have a chance to compete, but they're going to be a totally different team. And like you said last month, we'll be wondering how well they look.
Who knows? Who knows how they're going to look? They're a totally different team. They had a new manager. They got rid of
Prince Fielder.
Yeah, Fielder. Going to be a different team there. And whatchamacallit's going to move back to first base now. Cabrera. He'll move back to first. They don't have Johnny Peralta no more. He's gone. It's going to be a different team there. Brad Osmus is the manager. Going to be a different team there. Very interesting to pay attention to them. I'd like to see the Kansas City Royals win that division, man. I really, really would.
I think if you look at the Royals, they have a very good chance to maybe possibly win that American League Central Division, because if you look at them, they're young. They had a winning year under Ned Yost. They kind of got the fan base back a little bit. They were in contention for the playoffs, but just fell a little bit short. They have a very good chance to.
I want to see my hometown team, not my hometown team, the team where I live now, San Diego. I want to see them make some noise this year too. But they're in a tough division, man. You know, you got
National League West, yeah.
Yeah, you got the Giants, you got the Dodgers,
the Rockies,
and the Diamondbacks. It's a tough division, man. It's not an easy division no more like it used to be. It's a tough division now. But I like to see them make some noise. With the extra wild card, maybe they can make some noise. It would be kind of nice to see. Hey, is there a hockey game in L.A. tomorrow?
Is there a hockey game
in Dodger Stadium tomorrow?
I think so. I have to take a look.
I think so. What kind of sports guy are you?
Well, I just don't want to get my information wrong.
So you
Gotta
should
get
turn
the
around.
actual facts correct.
Well, you should turn around and say, well, you're a sports guy too. In fact, you're the host. You should know, you stupid ass. Is there a hockey?
Well, I'll take a look. Okay.
I believe
because
that.
I know with hockey, there's plenty of games where they'll be playing outside.
Well, they don't they have the isn't there a hockey game outside in Yankee Stadium coming up? Is that Saturday?
Yeah.
Is there 2 hockey games outside tomorrow?
Anaheim against Los Angeles, and that game will be played at Dodger Stadium.
I'm looking at the picture right now. Yeah, that game's going to be played Hollywood on ice. NHL's outdoor mystery history. How are they going to keep the ice cold in 85-degree weather?
I don't know. And you know, all the Hollywood celebrities will be out there watching that Anaheim-LA game tomorrow.
The temperature will reach almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit before the sun sets, and the air cools enough for the face-off at about 6:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, 6:30 tomorrow night my time. 9:30 tomorrow night Eastern. It's going to not... Dude, you're going to... You know what? You can go to Dodger Stadium in a pair of shorts and a T-shirt and watch this hockey game. How about that, man? It's going to be freaking 80 degrees during the game. Hopefully it cools off enough for it so they could do the game at 6:30. Lots of luck. This shit's going to melt good. So is there a game at Yankee Stadium tomorrow then, too? It's the early game, right?
The only early game I got is that'll be on TV tomorrow, NHL Network, Bruins and Flyers.
Hey, I know you're not a hockey fan. Oh, I know you are a hockey fan, right? I know you're a hockey fan, right? Have you ever seen the movie called Mystery Alaska?
Mystery Alaska? No.
You've never seen it with Russell Crowe?
No.
Okay. I'm giving you an assignment.
Oh, boy.
Over the weekend, It's your job to find Mystery Alaska and watch it.
Mystery Alaska and find it?
Yeah,
okay.
You too, Wes. I know you're listening. You too, Wes. Find Mystery Alaska and watch it. It's a great hockey movie, dude. It's about playing hockey outdoors.
What about watching the Mighty Duck movies?
No. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Hey, we got to get the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tomorrow. There's no show tomorrow, no NFL show tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, my friends, that is Sean Mann. I am Jeff Escal. This has been Sports World Radio. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Later.
Goodbye.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon?